Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be the general daily collective message. Before jumping in with the energies that I channeled this morning, I do want to welcome all of the new subscribers. Hello, welcome to the channel. I appreciate your support. And I also want to mention that I am running an online 5-week tarot class. Another class is up on the website to register and to sign up for. This 5-week class is going to run from March 12th through April the 9th, and there is going to be two options for the class. There's going to be a daytime option, and there's going to be an evening option, and all times are Eastern Standard Time. And so if that's something that interests you and you'd like to learn tarot with me, feel free to check out the link with the video card above, or to check out the description box below. If you would like to book a reading with me now, all readings are being booked through my new webpage, so feel free to check out the link for that. And there is also an option to join the channel on a membership side, where there is going to be bonus twin flame videos. We're going to go live every Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time. It's just going to be a fun, safe place for all of us to interact and grow together as a soul family. So let's jump into the energies today. We are one day away from the new moon in Aquarius, which is a major pivot point for the Great Awakening, for the age of Aquarius. Today we have the Sun in Aquarius, square Uranus in Taurus, two very fixed energies. And so you might be feeling the pressure. It's like the pressure's on. We're in a period of intense collective and personal change. And so there's likely going to be a lot of disruptions and upheaval, but it's going to lead us down the pathway of sovereignty and liberation. And so I do feel the energies this week leading up to this new moon are going to be a little bit unpredictable when it comes to personal behaviors. But I feel we're entering a stage of massive collective uncertainty. Delusion is big right now within the collective as we go through this very intense spiritual change. And so we're shifting from 3D to 5D, and so there's going to be disruptions, there's going to be towers, and with the moon in Capricorn conjunct Venus today and trine Uranus, I think the energies are saying embrace the unexpected. And so the energy is basically asking us to question our emotional norms, the way we react emotionally. We're being asked to maybe embrace our deep emotional selves as we navigate all of these challenges and changes, and it is going to bring changes in relationships. And so emotions are going to be intensified, and I do feel this is going to spark almost like a heightened desire for deep, loving connections. And so we're all done with the superficial. Aquarian energy is all about humanitarian efforts. And so how can you prioritize self-care over the coming days, nurture your overall well-being, and seek out harmonious relationships? And so I noticed this morning that Saturn in Pisces was at 7 degrees 11. And so 7-11 has always been a big sync for me. That was actually the day that my grandmother crossed over in 2016. But I did notice that we are finally out of the post-shadow period of the Saturn retrograde. And so when I woke up this morning, it was shortly after 3 a.m. I woke up and I kept hearing that Taylor Swift song, You Should Have Stayed, kept repeating in my head, and the Wheel of Fortune with the Temperance card kept like revolving in my third eye. And I thought, okay, I'm going to get up. I'm going to, get up and go to the bathroom, and I'm going to go back to bed. And I fell back asleep for about an hour, and I was up again at like 4:14 a.m. with the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance energy loud in my third eye. And so I kind of woke up and I went into channeling those energies. And so this is a very potent combination, I feel, of energies. 414 on the timer, and that was when I actually decided to get up for the day. 414 is also the energy of divine intervention. 4 is the Emperor, 1 is the Magician, and so there's some type of divine intervention going on collectively when it comes, I feel, to the distortion within the masculine collective. And so this is indicating a time of balance, harmony, and change, though. Good fortune. And so this is a positive combination for transformations, and it is an indication that, yes, fated, destined transformations are coming, and the Temperance energy is asking us to be patient as we alchemize and make the most of these energies. And so be open to the changes is a big message. Be open to new experiences. And maybe it's just a new experience within your own relationships, right? And so might not be an ending. It might be like a renewal within a one-on-one relationship going on. And so practice patience and understanding in partnerships right now as we go through this transition, because usually how it works is somebody awakens and raises their vibration and the other person in the relationship isn't on the same wavelength. And so it's hard to maintain a sense of balance in those relationship cycles. And so I feel these cards together are expressing that changes are coming with relationships or parts of relationships that are just no longer working. And all of this is part of a larger universal divine plan. And so I do feel embrace the changes, trust that these changes are for the best, even if it's not what you want, even if this initiation is very uncomfortable and there's some uncomfortable truths that are coming to the surface. But I feel there's also this deep need to let go of control. The Temperance is saying you have to trust. You have to trust in the natural flow of the universe, in the natural flow of things. And so how can we surrender, right? How can you surrender to the changes? Because changes are coming within all kinds of relationships, family relationships, sibling relationships, love relationships, all of these relationships, everything is changing. And we need to remember the Wheel of Fortune is a reminder that life is in constant motion. Everything is constantly turning and spinning, kind of like the wheels of the chakra body. And so the current state of all of our relationships is never permanent. Nothing is permanent. Everything is in a constant state of motion. And so be mindful of your actions over the coming days. And I do feel be mindful of the choices that you make. I'm going to have to pause because I seen somebody pulled in to the neighbor's driveway. And I'm sure Bailey's going to probably start barking. Maybe not. We'll wait and see. But I feel right now the energies are going to have a significant impact on the direction we take within relationships moving forward. So I feel if we look at the wheel in its entirety, it holds all of the elements, earth, air, water, and fire. And it represents different stages of our life, right? And so I do feel in a nutshell, it's all about finding balance and harmony in our lives, especially when it comes to our emotional and spiritual well-being, right? Temperance, Sagittarius energy. So I just feel right now things are a little bit extreme in the energies. I do feel the focal point right now is there's a lot of people that are losing their cool, going through disillusionment, wanting to go for like the jugular kind of energy. And so the message is strong. In any karmic, complicated situations playing out, we're being asked to master patience and to take special care of ourselves, especially when our emotions are saying, hey, let's overreact, let's go for the jugular. And I know what it's like when you've been hurt and betrayed. Hurt people want to hurt people. So hold back from making quick, rash judgments. But I feel we also need to resist temptation as well, because I do feel when things aren't going right, it is the energy of everybody wants to point the finger at somebody else or point the finger at a partner. It's everybody else's fault but our own. And so this is useless, right? We can't create change unless we go into the mirror and look at our own actions. So instead of keeping up with the battle of pointing fingers, Temperance is asking us to maybe put pride aside and choose the middle path, the middle ground, and find that balance in our lives. And so because of the delusion that I've noticed, I chose the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck today. And I just keep hearing no more painting the roses red. So we can't keep painting over something that needs to be addressed. Look at that. It's always tea time. It's always tea time. So this is speaking about an endless repetition of a cycle. Somebody here looks bored, right? And so it's time for a new adventure. It's time to precipitate all of this change. Never jam today. Promises that never come to be, right? And so there's a continuous cycle of round and round, empty words, not living in the now. And so it's really time to make a decision. I also feel decadence energy. So there could be some overindulgence when it comes to promises never being kept. But I think it's kind of time to put the tea out on the table and to spill the tea, because somebody here I feel is unhappy. And both of these are 8s. So this is a 26 card, breaks down to an 8. This is a 35, breaks down to an 8. So 8, 8. There is something building leading up to this Lionsgate portal. And there's a promise that never comes to be. And so I feel somebody here is so tired of the empty promises and the empty words. But let's see what needs to come through for the collective today. I do feel the Sun Square North node is indicating a crisis. So we're going to see what the collective crisis might be in the energies today. Look at growing up, wanting to grow and experience, rejection of perpetual use. And so that's the Peter Pan complex coming through. We could have a runner here. We have mortality as the crisis with nonsense. It's time to talk sense. And so there's the energy of painting the roses red. And so we've got somebody here, I feel, that's got a lot of love to give. She's holding the Queen of Hearts. And so if you notice, Alice is holding the Queen of Hearts here. And that is the Queen of Cups energy. There's like a martyrdom coming through. It's really time to get a grip. I just feel we need to recognize life can be very brief, right? Life can be taken away in an instant, and nothing is guaranteed, right? None of us are guaranteed to wake up tomorrow. And so we are here to live a bright, beautiful life. It's a 42, so it's also a 6 card. So I feel there's a need to make a decision between two. There could be like a dilemma when it comes to two lovers, needing to choose between two lovers. The growing up card is carrying a vibration of the star. So that's the Aquarian energy. And so somebody wants to grow through, I feel, a karmic experience. And so there might be a need to reject somebody who wants to stay in a state of perpetual youth. They're showing me the Knight of Wands in my third eye. And so follow your own good advice at this point in time. You know what's best for you. So let's get an advice card from the universe. And then we're going to clarify these with the tarot. An advice card from the universe. I feel we could have a mother figure here that's trying to talk sense into their daughter. It doesn't have to be that way. But I feel there is this like this collective death energy going on. And there is a need to move on from something. So the advice from the universe, there is no need to fear. Somebody here has gone through some type of radical change overnight. We get changed in the night. You have changed quickly. It's an 11 card, so justice. There's some karma playing out. And so there's no need to fear. This is carrying a vibration of the moon. And so not everything is clear yet. Not everything is clear. Remember how powerful you are. I do feel somebody here has been going fishing in the dark. There's this massive change taking place, and I feel somebody here might be haunted. It's almost this energy of a massive spiritual activation. If you look around, there's all kinds of little creatures kind of around her head and kind of speaking in her ear. So this could indicate clairaudient gifts, but I feel there's a transformation taking place. And there really is nothing to fear. I feel major disillusionment energy. So the advice is embrace the changes. There's nothing to fear. But it is time to master a lesson and to set your course. It's like you know where it is you wish to go. You have a plan to head in the right direction. And so maybe now it's time to make a decision. Law is not justice. Rules that are not fair. So I feel you might feel there's a situation here that's unfair, but you're needing to trust that everything is working out as divinely orchestrated. So it's time to set your course. I wonder what will happen next. Are you ready for a new adventure? Because I do feel we're kind of at the pause before action. And so the underlying energy that just come out is this Libra energy. So law is not justice. It's a 30 card. So there's a 4 of Wands energy here. And I do feel there's some type of foundation where it's not balanced. And so get ready to receive a message with the message for a rabbit. This is about service. Oh, there it is. No longer painting the roses red. And so this is about, you can't keep covering up past errors. You can't keep pretending there isn't a problem. It's time to follow the white rabbit. It's time to go through the fall, the descent into the unknown, because the momentum is saying it's time for this change. So let's get an overall outcome. A potential overall outcome here is I want to be a queen. I'm really liking that. So we could have a Queen of Cups here that really wants to rise as a divine feminine. And so it's really time to start your sobering journey. Somebody here is stepping into sovereignty, declaring their freedom, and passing a spiritual test. So I think keep up the effort. I feel somebody here has put in immense efforts. It's a 40 card to heal like a Four of Cups energy, a very stuck, stale energy, and doing things the right way. You're learning how to create what it is that you desire. But it can't always be tea time. So it can't always be tea time. There's a need to release an endless, repetitive cycle within relationships here. And there is a choice. There is a decision needing to be made. And somebody here is feeling blocked, held back, maybe restrained. And I think it's really time to find the lesson, to discover your purpose. So how can you find the lesson in this situation and trust that you are learning? I do feel somebody is coming into some elemental messages, into some spiritual communication, and it is a major wake-up call. So how can you find the lesson? Let's go deeper with the tarot, guys. I did choose the Good Tarot today. I was really drawn to the Good Tarot. I haven't used this deck in years. It was one of the first decks that I bought. It is a bigger deck. So look at that, 4 of air on the bottom of the deck. Like I said, I haven't used this in years. There's that Tower reversed, and there's that Queen of Water. There's that Queen of Cups. So I feel it's like no more playing a sad, sad song. It's interesting. My daughter brought home a ukulele from her friend's house the other day. No more playing the sad, sad song of third-party energy. I do feel somebody here is so resistant to change. With the 8 of Cups in reverse, there's a need to walk away from something, or maybe an opportunity will pass you by. Maybe it's just a need to walk away from self-deception. But I feel there is a Queen of Cups here. There could be a feminine here going through a shift of beliefs, a paradigm shift. And so the 4 of Swords is saying it's time to rest. It's time to heal. It's time to grow through this experience. I do feel this is like unavoidable change. And you're really needing to listen to your inner guidance, your inner intuition. Okay, so let's go into the current crisis, and let's clarify the growing up with the mortality energy with the nonsense. We'll get a couple cards on this and we'll see. All right, we get an Emperor that came out, and Patience. So we get the Emperor with the patience. This is interesting. There's that 414 energy. There's the 414 energy. So I do feel it might be a masculine here that is needing to boss up from a situation. We could have a divine feminine here healing from a father wound. There's definitely a major shift in perspective going on here. We get Aries energy, we get Temperance, and now we have Pisces. And so we get all majors. This is divine orchestration when it comes to releasing a false foundation, an illusion, disillusionment, the 10 of Cups in reverse. I feel gluttonous energy, and I do feel we could have a crossed over loved one exposing something. We could have a public speaker here. We've got the Queen of Air, and so this is the energy of Isis, Lady Isis. The white owl was actually the spirit animal for Isis. And so I do feel there could have been a major revelation or a wake-up call surrounding ancient Egyptian codes. And I did channel that Sphinx energy like about a week ago or so. I will tag the Sphinx video to the end. And so somebody here has recently awakened from an illusion of temptation. And so breaking the chains of something toxic. There is a crisis here, and it's lit a fire under somebody, I feel. So get ready for battle is what I heard. The 5 of Wands is a power struggle. I do feel there's a masculine here gaining a new perspective. Maybe about a Queen of Cups who has been shining a light. Maybe that was rejected. And we could have, like I said, I felt that Peter Pan syndrome. And that's the energy of Pan always never wanting to grow up. We could have a masculine here bossing up that didn't want to boss up. And we could have a feminine here that has exposed a false foundation. You know, because I feel maybe somebody got tempted by all that glitters, by a treasure trove or something. But I feel now it's all about the love. So strong Pisces energy for sure. Let's clarify the advice from the universe. Because I do feel it's time to set your course. Oh, wow. Look at that. We get the Death. This could be dealing with a Scorpio. We got the 7 of Air. And we got the Sun reversed. And so somebody here, I feel, has a confession to bring forward. And I think there's fear surrounding a confession because there could be a divine feminine here that already knows the truth. There are secrets here coming out, and this could be ancient knowledge being released. And I feel somebody here knows where it is to go, knows where they need to go. And there's that energy of changed in the night. So something about 1113. 1113 might be a big sync. And so there is some major transformation taking place right now collectively. And this is leading us straight towards wish fulfillment. So I do feel there is a need to break free from addictions, though, and a sense of lack, a sense of boredom, and there's that fortune's wheel. I do feel divine communication is coming forward for many. And so law is not justice. There is a karmic rebalancing here. So let's dig into what this unfair situation was. And we get the Lovers in reversed. A lot of majors, Gemini energy, the Lovers in reversed, and the Queen of Cups. Somebody made an unwise choice in Lovers, and I think somebody here wants to go back to a Queen of Cups. Or maybe is dealing with a Queen of Cups that is overly emotional. There's that injustice. And so this is righting past wrongs. This really is righting past wrongs. And I do feel there's been some blocked communication. Maybe between counterparts. Now we get a King and Queen of Air. So one of these things is not like the other, and it seems to be this Queen of Cups. So don't attach too much to the signs. It's just energy. But I do feel there's been blocked communication. I feel telepathic communication for maybe over a period of a couple of years. And there's definitely going to be unexpected communication, I think. Unexpected incoming communication from a King of Swords. So let's clarify this overall outcome and let's see what this lesson might be. Well, we get the Six of Cups in reversed. We get the Page of Cups, or the Page of Earth. We get the Empress reversed and the Strength reversed. I feel somebody here is really struggling with their pride and their ego. What I feel here is somebody did not take action towards a counterpart in the past, maybe has been dealing with a false counterpart, an Empress in reversed, who wants to be queen, who wants to be right, but I feel there is a divine feminine here that is standing in her sovereignty. This stayed on the table, the Three of Air. We get the Three of Fire and the Nine of Fire in reverse. And I feel there is a divine masculine releasing some sacred rage, going through a higher heart activation, and is feeling very foolish with the Fool reversed when it comes to a union, a Four of Wands union that they did not invest in. And so I feel we could have a masculine here having a hard time controlling his emotions, getting his emotions in order, because there is a major imbalance in his life. There's some type of extreme codependencies, and I feel spirit has been hounding this person concerning a twin soul union, and some truth is being revealed about an unhealed situation. And so blocks are being removed. It's time to find the lesson in this situation. And I do believe the lesson is, a missed opportunity that could have led to building a legacy. And so are you ready to walk through the doorway of a new experience? There's that stag energy. I feel somebody here is bossing up. Somebody here has a choice to make. And I don't think it's going to be an easy decision. Let's get a spiritual journey oracle message. That come out right away. There we got it. We got surrender. We do have somebody here going through a massive soul awakening around their soul's identity, their soul's consciousness. I do feel this is a very dynamic relationship cycle coming to a close. Somebody is going through a realization of their purpose, learning to release the ego and trusting in your intuition. So you're going to really want to lean into your intuition. It's kind of time to come out of the spiritual calling, spiritual closet. Somebody here has refused the higher call. I do feel judgment. This is bad karma, and it's time to move to calmer waters. There's something coming back around. There is definitely something coming back around, and this is part of your expansion journey. So I feel allow the divine to take the lead, because I feel there's abundance around the corner. It's time to walk through the doorway of this new experience, and we can't call in that deep, unconditional, healthy, reciprocal relationship without deepening that relationship to ourselves. And so I do feel somebody here is finding their motivation to take a leap of faith to go towards a brand new life, but it's going to require making some major life changes and setting that course. And so get ready for some massive change as part of your evolution, because it's kind of time to be that seeker and to shine that light. And that's what I have for a message today, guys. If you'd like to book in with me, check out the description box below, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.